Hey everybody, Carl here. Uh, what I got going in the background besides the furnace, still winter, still had snow this morning. I'm listening to Lithium by uh, Kevin MacLeod, and I'm listening to it on my little stereo that's buried under the mess. I'm running a line out of my little tablet. I'm going into the latest little project that we looked at and I showed you. And but instead of using the tank circuit on this one and the output on this one, I'm running lines over to one of my little homemade FM transmitters, and that's what I'm pushing out to my stereo. And if you look, I don't know if you can see this or not, this little teeny wire right there, that little teeny wire that's coming off of the capacitor is that's my antenna. Now I tried some different antenna things and stuff, and I actually with this little baby antenna, I actually was picking up yesterday when I was experimenting. I actually got a signal in the living room, and remember I'm in the trailer that is like a big shielded box. So it actually got in there, and then I tried a little trick where I ran another line and hooked to it, and I was picking up in the living room a little bit better with that. But it's just amazing how this little wire will work. Now, why am I doing all this? Okay, and I'm going to show you the schematic right here. Okay, here's the schematic uh, for that little project, and here is the BH1417 chip. And what I was trying to tap into here at number 11, pin 11, it says RF. So that's where the radio frequency is coming out. And look, when you follow it, it goes through a cap right there, 30 picofarad, and then, right here, it goes into the base of Q2, which is the oscillator for the tank circuit that's going to send out the signal. So I was trying to tap into here, but the signal that was coming in, I don't know why, but I wasn't getting anything out of here. Now, what I am doing, and I hit some of the different resistors, and I came up with R25. When I tapped into that, because it goes in and it goes back in to the variable current oscillator, and then I think it comes out in the radio frequency. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. But I tapped in here, and that's the part that's coming out. So this is going from, the signal is going from this point here into my home built transmitter, and that's what's being sent out. I couldn't get it to work. I couldn't tap into the RF, and down the road I might be able to do that, but I'm not that good at all this stuff. So there might be a better place to do it, or this or that, or I don't know. All I know all I know is that I did get a good clean signal from tapping, and when you follow this back through all the filters, it's from the audio out. So that's what, that's where I'm at. And now I'll show you that more on the actual board. All right, so like I said on the schematic, I showed resistor number 25 basically, and that's where I have this right here. Let's see if I can. First, let me make sure I got it on. Let me put it on macro. Right there, I'm running down. You can see the. I soldered in a little piece of wire so I could just connect to it, and then I've got the other side, my ground side, whatever you want to call it, to that capacitor right up there. If you can, right, that capacitor right up there. And so I'm trying to get on the other side coming out of the chip. Now, and you got to forgive me, John mentioned in one of my, in the comments of one of my videos, that I really do need more light. This is horrible. It's really hard to see anything, and it isn't doing my eyes any favor either. So hopefully soon I'm going to get another light in there, another lamp or something, and get a little more light so we can see stuff when I'm trying to show you what I'm doing. Now, why am I doing all this? Well, first of all, what I try to do, that chip on there, it's a FM stereo transmitter chip. And what it does is it takes the signals, it splits it into the you need that 38 megahertz subcarrier, and it splits the left and right by addition and subtraction into the 219 megahertz signals. Anyway, that's what it's supposed to do. And you can look it up on FM carriers, subcarriers, and that. But what I was trying to do was I was trying to capture having this chip put whatever I'm playing in the stereo, and then because if you noticed on the when we looked at the schematic, pin 11 is the RF going out, and on that we should have the audio, which I'm tapped into now, but we should also have the subcarriers and everything, and so it goes directly through, and all we're doing is putting out an RF signal here with the subcarriers and the audio inside of that. And then when the stereo picks it up, then it does its thing and separates it out. That's what I was trying for, but it's not working the way I want it to. It's not, even though on the audio out, because what I played some other music, that actually some older music, that the stereo was real distinctive, and I could tell that the one part of it was missing. So this is kind of a fail, but in a way it just shows that I can take this board, and I messed with this board a lot, and that's probably why it's not working the way it should as you get it. But I've got this. I got a bunch of FM and AM transmitters that I've built. So I got this from my C station. It was like $7-8, and if I dig into it a little bit, so what? That's what I want to do. I want to learn on, can I do this, and how does this work and that work, and that's part of the fun of it. And it's an $8 lesson. Plus, I still have it's still acting like a preamp. Now I got the stereo on this thing turned way up. I mean, way up. because this, it doesn't put out that strong of a, well, okay, touch that. It doesn't put out that strong of a signal in the headphones, you know, which is what I'm running off of. So I've got it, you know, cranked pretty good. I've turned some other stuff up and it's really loud. But the one thing that I do notice about this, which is hard to get, is a clean signal. I mean, I've got it cranked up really loud and we've got minimal buzz. There's minimal noise to it. And like I said, that's just running off of this little transmitter that I built. I mean, it's not even shielded. It's out in the open and it's using a little teeny wire for an amp. So that's, or for an antenna. So all in all, I think that's pretty good, I would say, you know. So we're getting a really good preamp signal coming out of this. I guess is what, you know, the bottom line. Okay, I'm gonna let you go. This has been long enough. I just, you know, I showed you this earlier, and like I said, you know, I think it's a pretty good deal. It didn't exactly work out the way I wanted it to, but I've got really good use out of it. So, you know, it's another one of those, I can't believe that they could, you know, if nothing else, I got a really cool chip and some parts for $8, you know. So, you know, battery holder, you know, 4 battery, AA battery holder. I mean, it's, believe me, it's a heck of a deal. So, okay, everybody have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.